Welcome to the Do What You Love podcast, a podcast with a mixture of personal development and career advice to help you reach your full potential. Now over to your host, Life Purpose Champion, Amanda Heal.
Hello and welcome to the Do What You Love podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Heal. There has been so much awful stuff going on lately that I thought it would be a good time to talk to you about gratitude and focus on the things we can be grateful for. The Macquarie Dictionary defines gratitude as the quality or feeling of being grateful or thankful. Neuroscientist Dr. Caroline Leaf says that when you are grateful, your brain releases neurotransmitters and neurohormones that will boost mood, focus, clear thinking, and enhance mental and physical health. It's a good thing to be grateful. It certainly has helped me in my life. So what can we be grateful for in this world of coronavirus and new normal? Well, look at what's happening to the environment. Everything I've read says that carbon emissions have fallen dramatically since we've all been at home. And my cousin, who lives in London, even told me that dolphins had been seen in the Thames, which is unheard of. I've been reading articles about people living in certain cities being able to see the stars and even the tops of mountains for the first time in who knows how long. And I even understand that the top of Mount Everest is now visible. I don't know about you, but it just feels that the pace of life has slowed down. I certainly have been very grateful for all the extra time I've had to read those books that I've been promising myself that I would read, for cleaning up or, throwing out stuff and tackling those rainy day projects that I've always been promising myself I would get to and never have. One thing I'm particularly grateful for is how the world is getting to be a smaller place because of technology. As a blind person, this has had quite a big positive effect on me because I've been able to attend conferences that I wouldn't have been able to afford to physically attend if we'd been allowed to travel because they've been held on Zoom. I have tried out a couple of Toastmasters clubs because their meetings have been held on Zoom. My Church Connect group have been meeting weekly on Zoom, whereas normally we have to meet fortnightly. And we all just sit there and eat our dinner and talk, and it's great. So the feeling of community for me has really increased, even though I haven't been able to physically be with people as much. And I've been really very much enjoying that. In fact, I was reading an article just yesterday about how, although we haven't been able to physically interact as much, we've been able to interact with more people more easily because of technology. And, even to be able to attend free concerts and plays and such, which are all being held online, is fantastic. I don't know about you, but I have certainly become a great deal more grateful for my family and friends. I've been calling friends on the phone more often than I used to since isolation started, and really, truly enjoying their conversations. For the first time, we were allowed to travel outside Canberra last weekend. And it was fantastic. We went up and we visited my aunt and my uncle, and one of my cousins was there too. And it was just so good to see them because we hadn't seen them for a good 3 months. Well, actually since the end of February. So to see them was just so exciting. I remember ringing my aunt saying, "I feel like I've been let out of jail. I can come and visit you now." Of course, we were still really careful. We didn't, mix with any crowds or anything like that, but it was just so good to hang out with them. So tell me, what things are you grateful for in this new normal? So do let me know what you're grateful for in the comments, or shoot me an email or send me a message. That'd be great. Let me finish off with a little story. At the beginning of this podcast, I was saying how Dr. Caroline Leaf was saying that gratitude improves our mental and our physical health and our mood and our focus. I'd actually like to take that a step further and say that I think an attitude of gratitude attracts blessing. Now, some of my Listeners to my earlier podcast will remember this story, but I'll just give you the short version. I was being mentored by someone when I was in network marketing, and I was complaining that everyone else was having success except me. And she said, look, you really need to learn to be more grateful, because in your current state of mind, you're actually driving people away rather than attracting them to yourself or to your business. And I said, how does that work? What have I got to be grateful for? And she said, well, lots of things. You're not working in a full-time job anymore. You can come and have coffee with me in the middle of the day, and, we can just chat and just be grateful for going for walks and for the sunshine and for anything. She said, I challenge you to think of one thing every day that you can be grateful for. So I did that for a month, and gosh, it made a difference. Anyway, I ended up going to this big conference overseas for this network marketing company, and I was meant to meet up with my mentor, but things changed and she wasn't able to meet up with me anymore and hang out for the afternoon, and I had a good 6 hours to kill before I caught my flight. So I wasn't feeling particularly happy about it, and went to ask the people at reception where I could sit, and they said, oh, look, you've got such a long time to wait. We'll let you sit in the VIP lounge. And so they took me there, and that was very nice. And I was sitting there feeling grumpy because there was some other people in the lounge who were speaking in another language that I couldn't understand, and there was no one to talk to. And I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be a really long 6 hours. And then I remembered what my mentor had said, and I thought, right, what can I be grateful for? Well, I'm actually really grateful that I don't have to sit on those hard plastic chairs in a drafty cafe. And I'm really grateful that I've got this nice comfy lounge to sit on, and that I've actually got free Wi-Fi for the next 6 hours. How good is that? And I'm really grateful that I've got time to sit and listen to personal development videos that have been made by leaders in this network company I worked for. So that's really good. I'm going to use my time, and I've got free food here in this lounge, and it'll be good. So I started to feel quite happy, and the gentlemen who were having a good old chat in another language left, and I had the lounge to myself, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. So I put my headphones in and started listening to videos. Anyway, who should come up but the CEO of this company, because she saw me sitting in the VIP lounge and she recognised my bag, the company's logo on my bag, and she came up and said hi, which was fantastic because I never in a million years thought I'd meet the CEO of this company, and she was lovely. I just happened to mention to her that meeting her would make the next 6 hours worth it. And to cut a very long story short, she arranged for me to be taken up to the penthouse of this place where we were staying and have a meal, which was absolutely fabulous. I felt like a princess. So if I had have continued being unhappy with my situation and not being grateful for the things that I had, the good things that I had, I would have probably had a sour look on my face, and she would have taken one look and would never have spoken to me, and I would have never had that lovely afternoon in the penthouse that I had. So I've come to firmly believe that an attitude of gratitude really does attract blessing. It attracts positivity. It makes you happy. It attracts other people to you or doesn't drive them away because you're happy. It's just a good thing. An attitude of gratitude really does attract blessing. So please do share with me the things that you are grateful for, and we can all enjoy our gratitude together. Now, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Do What You Love podcast. Until next time, have a great day and do what you love.
You've been listening to the Do What You Love podcast with Amanda Heel. Feeling unfulfilled and frustrated and unclear what to do next? Access Amanda's Are You Living Out Your Purpose quiz and resources to get you started on your journey to doing what you love at www.purposevisionfuture.com. That's purposevisionfuture.com.